दोन्ही पर्स हंगा कमेंट्री बॉक्स ಅಂತ ಸರ್ ತನಿ ಗುರ್ತು ಸಂಗುನು ಹೊರೇತ.
So thank you very much, Gopinath Bach. So the matches will going to start here. After winning the toss, Jahind Bantwal elected to ball first, and they're bowling their first over. First delivery down the leg stamp. Ball going down the leg stamp and going further away than wide signal umpires. The first run comes up here for Golden Garudas. One without loss of any wicket. What a great finish we were talking about the previous match. Deadly Panthers at last they managed to win that match against Super Kings. The first ball, Anantesh quite neatly plays it down to short mid-wicket region for a single. So with that single, Anantesh is off the mark, and Garudas, Golden Garudas are two without loss of any wicket. Once again, it's going to be a very good match. Jai Hind Cricketers Bantwal, of course, they play the last match of their day number 1. The match is tied. Certainly, it's going to be a more important match here for both the teams. Both the teams wanted to win this match, and they wanted to get some full points in this match, and so that they can remain in the competition of this most prestigious cricket tournament. Right, over the wicket balls, beautifully bowled, absolutely perfect one in the negation. Batsman in a two-minded, of course. After seeing that, after 3 minutes, he wanted to hit some big shot in that power play over. Immediately realizing that was a delivery which is pitched on a midland off stamp, just jagging back into the batsman, and batsman plays it down to back to bowler, and there is no chance of any run. Right above the wicket, balls beautifully played, just over the infield. Ball running down to deep cover boundary for 4 runs. Glorious shot indeed. Barcelona GPL boundary came from the bat of the right-handed batsman Sujit in the negation. Perfect limited over strokes, up and over. Right over the wicket, balls are going down the leg stump. Pressure straight away into the bowler. After that, the bowler finishing the ball. That was a shot down the off stump. Going after that delivery, slashing that one outside the line of off stump, and we are talking about that the delivery of the boundary, which is came in the previous delivery, and scoreboard now moves on to 7 on the board. This time short pitch delivery, ball and batsman banging that one down to deep backward square leg. Good piece of fielding by the fielder at the deep, almost charging in from the deep mid-wicket region, collects that one down at deep backward square leg, and protecting couple of runs for his team. Absolutely 100% commitment from the fielder there in the deep mid-wicket. Again, the bowler doing a little bit mistake, banging it short down the leg stump, and batsman Srijit taking a full advantage of that short pitch delivery, picked up a couple of runs. With that couple of runs, score moves on to 9. Again, this one dripping down the leg stump, batsman Sujit very strong on the onside region. Again, they picked up a single down to short square leg region. With that single, scoreboard moves on to 10, double figure. Straight away, it was a productive over for Golden Garudas. Anantesh and of course Srijit are the two opening batsmen. Tried to lay the foundation, and more than anything else, they wanted to take a full advantage of that fielding restriction. Again, right above the wicket balls, the batsman Anantesh swinging his bat, one of the most destructive batsmen, who loves to play some big shot, but not quite able to reach the pitcher and bounce off that delivery. Missed it completely after completion of 1 over, 10 without loss of any wicket.
Full Deadly Panthers ani Kodial Super Kings match acha, man of the match. संदीप 5 विकेट काढला. संदीप डेडली पॅन्थर्साचे मॅन ऑफ द मॅच फुडली मॅचाचो तशीची ताजे फुडली मॅच म्हणणारी संदीपाक ताजोटूची हॅट्रिक विकेट म्हणाल असा गोल्ड कॉइन आहे ताजोटू मेलता मॅन ऑफ द मॅच ओटूची हंग दिवचाक लक्ष्मण भक्ता राखता सजी संदीप खई असलारी हंगा स्टेजला घेवका म्हणून निमून घेता सजी ताजे फुडली मॅच केबीसी आणि रायझिंग स्टार्स कासरगोड हांगेलमध्ये चलची मॅच आणतो. मॅन ऑफ द मॅच सुरेंद्र सुरी ताणे हांगा ग्राउंड अंदाज मुंजलारी मॅन ऑफ द मॅच घेवचा येऊ का?
So thank you very much. I request the winners, the man of the match winners, please come and collect your the man of the match as soon as possible from our chief guest. So second over started already from the reverse end. Akshit bowling right arm over the wicket again. Nicely bowled, equally well played there by batsman off the back foot. Shijit almost covering his stump and then making the placement. That was a really good cricket from these two opening batsmen. So with that single scoreboard now moves on to 11 for the loss without loss of any wicket in the over number second in progress. So bowler from the far end, Akshay Prabhu. The spin bowler is to be introduced in the power play overs. I think it's a gamble from captain of Jain Banpal bringing the spin bowler, the Anantesh one of the most destructive batsmen. Again, shuffling across the line of the delivery. Tried to make that ball a little bit short, using his crease, but not quite able to reach the pitch of the delivery. Again, a clever piece of change of line there by the bowler in that occasion. Of course, ball a little bit outside the line of the off stump, so that batsman not able to reach that delivery. Right arm over the wicket. This time Anantesh drives that one, but not quite able to clear the fence. Deep long off fielder collects that one after one bounce, and batsman got ample time to complete the single. Then scoreboard moves on to 12 without loss of one wicket here in over number 2 in progress. Again, Akshit Prabhu bowls and batsman drives that one right between the two fielders. The long chase here for the deep long off fielder. Before he was going to cut it off down at deep long off region, straight deep long off region. Again, batsman got ample time to complete that single. Decent over ball there by Akshit Prabhu. The completion of over number 2, then Golden Garuda Kochi are 13 without loss of one wicket. They're going exactly 6.5 runs per over. Then power play suddenly is going to be in a favor of batting team.
रायझिंग स्टार्स कासरगोडनी केबीसी मध्ये जलल पंद्याट आणतो म्हणारी हाजे दोन्ही मॅच बुल्ली पंद्याट आणतो. मॅन ऑफ द मॅच सुरी ऑलरेडी येईल सर. धन्यवाद सुरी.
Thank you very much. Golden Garudas Kochi. They started their journey from the victory. The first day of this cricket match. They won their first match in the league match. They're playing their second match. Little bit correction. Golden lost against Pearl City. And I think that means it is going to be a very, very important match here for Golden Garudas. They need to win the match. Desperately need to win the match. At the same time, Jai Hind Bandwal. They tied their match. The last match which is played yesterday. And that means both the teams wanted to win the match desperately if they wanted to remain in the competition. The very good match, high voltage match. Again, right arm over the wicket, bowler bowls, batsman tried to cut that one away from his body. Not quite able to reach the bounce of the delivery. Beaten by the bounce and face. Wicketkeeper behind the stump did the rest. And there is no possibility of any run. Score remains on 13 without loss of any wicket in the over number 3 in progress. No change in bowling. Pranav is continuing his second and last over of his quota. All right, I'm over the wicket, balls out. This time, top edge. Going to be a chance of catch. Easily done. That was a straightforward catch there for the short silly mid-off fielder in that occasion. Tried to work set on the onside region. Got a leading edge of the bat. Ballooning up in the air. The wicket number 1 of Golden Garudas are back into pavilion. Fuzulona ZPL wicket number 1 is back into pavilion of Golden Garudas Kochi. And that is a very important breakthrough from Pranav in his second and last over of his quarter. Might be that ball a little bit misjudgment by the batsman. Tried to work that on the onside region. And what we are talking about there, under the floodlight, dew factor is always comes into play. Ball is a little bit stopping and coming to the batsman. Batsman not quite able to get the timing behind the strokes, whichever they're trying for. That was the result of the previous wicket, the wicket of Srijit. Tried to work that on the onside. Little bit early into that flick shot and face the penalty for that. Strikes are rotated so that Anantesh back on strike. And in the non-strikers and new batsman just came into middle. Ganesh, he is in non-strikers end. But here is a Pranav. Successful over. Right arm over the wicket to Anantesh. Anantesh cuts that one, but not quite able to get the placement and timing behind that square cut. Edging it down to short third man region. One more single is added total, and scoreboard moves on to 14 on the board for the loss of 1 wicket in the over number 3 in progress. What a fantastic atmosphere out here in this most beautiful cricket ground. It was again, even though it was a midnight, you can see that the scenario doesn't look like it was a 12 o'clock of the night. It looks like it's a 12 o'clock of the morning and afternoon. This is an outstanding support from the spectators of GSB community. Again, a batsman not quite intended, tried to play that one on the offside region, but he's got a once again inside edge of the bat, just beats the wicket keeper, and batsman got ample time to complete that single as well. Scoreboard moves on to 15 for the loss of 1 wicket in the over number 3 in progress. Little bit slow progress, of course. That was only because of the Bantwal bowler, especially the Pranav in this over, bowled a very tidy line and length, and he picked up a 1 wicket, the very important wicket of Srijit in that over. Pranav again back to his bowling mark. Short run up, past umpire Arish Padil. Right arm over the wicket to Anantesh. Anantesh drives that one. Good piece of attempt from the fielder on his follow through, but not quite able to stop the single. Of course, he able to stop the speed of that stroke from Anantesh, and Anantesh managed to get the single for that. With that single, scoreboard moves on to 15 on the board for the loss of 1 wicket to 16 on the board in little bit correction. What a net support in the previous match. Deadly Panthers, when they won the match, it was a nail-biting finish. Looks like they're winning the champions, the final match. That kind of support coming from the crowds again. One more delivery, which is again beats the bat. Almost the ball got inside edge of the bat of the batsman Ganesh, and then batsman picked up a single. Successful over is comes in and of Pranav then, and Golden Garuda's Kochi. They're searching for the right track. They're 17 for the loss of 1 wicket after completion of 3 overs. Just under 6 runs per over is the run rate progressing here, and they lost only 1 wicket for that 17 runs. And just coming back to that, the condition of the pitch, it's not that much of easy for the batsman straight away. And if the bowler bowls a good line and length, it's very difficult to pitch to bat on. And that's why even in the previous match, it was a low-scoring game, not a big high-scoring game. But still, at last, the Deadly Panthers managed to hold there now, especially the last batsman. Maybe the more than the victory for Deadly Panthers, I think the Super Kings' last and final over ball by the bowler who just given up this match for the opposition. The way he bowled, the poor piece of bowling in that last over, couldn't manage to handle the pressure of bowling that last over. And at last, Deadly Panthers won that nail-biting finish match. So 4th over is going to begin from the far end. Right over the wicket, batsman across the line. Beautifully played that one deep backwards the square leg region. Almost played that slog sweep shot. They're coming back for the second. Excellent running between the wicket. What could be a certain single because of the slowness of the fielder. The batsman grabbing the opportunity to complete a couple of runs. ದಯವಿಟ್ಟು ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಪ್ರೇಕ್ಷಕರು ಗಮನಿಸಬೇಕು, ಅಲ್ಲಿ ರೋಡಿನ 2 ಬದಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಪಾರ್ಕಿಂಗ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ದಯವಿಟ್ಟು ಗಮನಿಸಬೇಕು, ಅಲ್ಲಿ ರೋಡ್ನ ಬದಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಪಾರ್ಕಿಂಗ್ ಮಾಡಿದವರು ದಯವಿಟ್ಟು ಎಂಟ್ರೆನ್ಸ್ನಲ್ಲಿ ಪಾರ್ಕ್ ಮಾಡಿದ ವಾಹನದ ಮಾಲಕರು ದಯವಿಟ್ಟು ಕಾರನ್ನು ತೆರವುಗೊಳಿಸಬೇಕಾಗಿ ವಿನಂತಿಸಿಕೊಳ್ತಿದ್ದೇವೆ. ಸುಲಲಿತವಾದ ಟ್ರಾಫಿಕ್ಗೆ ತೊಂದರೆ ಆಗ್ತಿದೆ. ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಪಾರ್ಕ್ ಮಾಡಿದ ಗಾಡಿಯನ್ನು ತೆಗೆಯಲು ತುಂಬ ತೊಂದರೆ ಆಗ್ತಿದೆ. ದಯವಿಟ್ಟು ಗಮನಿಸಬೇಕು, ನಮ್ಮೊಂದಿಗೆ ಸಹಕರಿಸಬೇಕಾಗಿ ವಿನಂತಿಸಿಕೊಳ್ತಿದ್ದೇವೆ. ಸೊ ಬ್ಯಾಕ್ ಟು ದಿಸ್ match again. That was a single is taken, then scoreboard moves on to 20 for the loss of 1 wicket. The over number 4 in progress. This time appeal for leg before wicket. No chance at all because ball is almost dripping down the leg stump, going to miss the leg stump for a long way. So leg by call by umpire. So one more addition to total. Scoreboard moves on to 21 for the loss of 1 wicket. Not that much of easy. I was mentioning about how difficult pitch is going to be. That was a really the perfect condition for the bowlers rather than the batsman. Again bowler Nandesh bowling right arm over the wicket. Short pitch outside the line of the off stump. Batsman slashing that one down to deep backward point region. A good piece of fielding there by the fielder in the deep cover. Almost done athletic work, charging in from the deep cover to get that one down at the deep backward point region. And batsman got ample time to complete that single then. With that single, scoreboard moves on to 22 for the loss of 1 wicket here in over number 4 in progress again. Nandesh with the short run up, bowling right arm over the wicket. Bowls, batsman improvising this time. Anantesh looking for the improvising stroke. In the present cricket, that kind of cricketing stroke has become a lot of famous because improvising means moving towards the offside region to try to get some shot down defined against square leg region. And because of that, it's a full toss delivery. Anand couldn't manage to get any kind of big shot for that. A lovely work behind the stump. Lovely work. This is an outstanding. This is an outstanding presence of mind for wicketkeeper behind the stump. And that was a fantastic decision as well from umpire Harish Patel. Thank you, DJ. So, just coming back to that stamping, this is just a fantastic, outstanding, and electrifying stamping there by the wicketkeeper behind the stump. Just in a blink of eyes, he completes the job when Ganesh little bit dragging his back leg into the crease. It's all over. Wicketkeeper behind the stump done a fantastic job. Just in a blink of eyes, he completes the job. And more than anything else, that was a fantastic decision coming from umpire Harish Patil at square leg. So next match, Ashraya playing their third match against Hyderabad Hurricanes. So that I request both the team's captain and the players, please report in commentary box immediately to sign the official chart. Again, I request Ashraya and Hyderabad Hurricanes captain and players, please report here in commentary box immediately to sign the official chart for the next match. So 4 overs completed. I think it's time to change in commentary box as well. The 4 overs completed, then scoreboard is 23 for the loss of 2 wickets. A little bit slow progressing here for Golden Garudas. And before the next over will go into comments, it's time to change in commentary box. It's over to Ajay Raj for the further explanation of the match. And Ajay Raj looks like the condition not that much of easy for the batsman, rather than the bowlers really dominating after the lights are on at bowler's back drive there from Anantesh. And well stopped by the bowler in the occasion on his follow through, and there is no possibility of any run. That's what we're talking about, Ajay Raj. Coming back to the condition of the wicket, ball is just stopping and coming, and whenever the bowler bowling that line, good line and line, batsman always struggled. This time, lovely shot. Anantesh plays it down right in the gap. They're running hard for the second. Little bit misunderstanding between the wicket. Chance of run out in the non-strikers, and I think this is not a good piece of running between the wicket. I will tell you. Probably the possibility of second run because of both the batsmen not running hard between the wicket. They need to settle for the single. So coming back to the next delivery, and it's over to Ajay.
थैंक यू सतीश, बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद। और जी हाँ, सहमत हूँ, ड्यू फैक्टर है और नमी की वजह से स्लो गेंद थोड़ा सा रुक कर आ रही है। पहले इस गेंद पर आते हैं। ओवर द विकेट मिड स्टंप के लाइन पर थी, मिडल और लेग स्टंप के लाइन पर विकेटों को कवर किया, पोजीशन बना ली, ऑन साइड पर गेंद को फ्लिक कर दिया, कलाई के सहारे से मोड़ दिया। जब तक फील्डर आ जाते, छोर बदल दिया है। बैट्समैन ने रन्स बढ़कर 26 पर पहुंच चुका है 2 विकेटों के नुकसान पर। रात के 12 बजकर, हालांकि ये कहना गलत होगा रात है क्योंकि ये अगला दिन शुरू हो चुका है। 12:25 हो चुके हैं और दर्शक अभी टस से मस नहीं हुए। क्या बात है, इसे कहते हैं जीपीएल। दूर वाले छोर से गेंद, बहुत अच्छी गेंद थी। बैट्समैन थोड़ा सा लाइन पर आने के प्रयास में ऑफ स्टंप के लाइन को कवर कर चुके थे, उछालने का प्रयास मात्र किया, लेकिन गेंद छोड़कर बाहर की तरफ निकली। विकेट कीपर ने अपना काम कर लिया, रन लेने का अवसर नहीं है। 2 नंबर के जर्सी में गेंदबाज तैयार हो रहे हैं। इस छोर से मुश्किल से 4-5 कदमों का, और बहुत अच्छी गेंद थी। विकेट कीपर के पास एक अच्छा मौका था, लेकिन स्टंप्स को छोड़कर बाहर निकली। गति परिवर्तन, दिशा परिवर्तन हुआ, माफ कीजिएगा। टप्पा खाने के बाद स्विंग होकर बाहर की तरफ निकली और बैट्समैन जो कि गेंद को प्रेडिक्ट नहीं कर पाए, अनुमान नहीं लगा पाए, बेखौफ गेंद को खेलने का प्रयास किया। और मैं क्रिकेट की तकनीक बताती है कि शरीर से दूर खेला गया स्ट्रोक जो सुरक्षित नहीं होता है, ऐसा ही हुआ और खेलने के प्रयास में बीट हो गए। विकेट कीपर ने गेंद को गैदर कर लिया, हालांकि उनके हाथ से छूट गई। पहले ऐसे लगा कि शायद सिरा लेकर गई हो, थोड़ा सा सहमक गए बैट्समैन, लेकिन आखिरकार सुरक्षित हो गए। अक्षय गेंद को लेकर तैयार हुए, उनकी अगली गेंद इस बार ड्राइव कर दिया, पॉइंट में, बैकवर्ड पॉइंट पर फील्डर आ चुके हैं। गेंद के ऊपर एक रन लेने का अवसर मिलेगा। रन्स बढ़कर 26 पर, जबकि ये ओवर समाप्त हो चुका है। कुल मिलाकर 5 ओवर समाप्त हो चुके हैं। 26 रन 2 विकेटों के नुकसान पर। सतीश जी बुलाते हैं क्योंकि जो दर्शक बैठे हैं मात्र कमेंट्री से, मुझे लगता है कि शायद थोड़ा सा वो ऊब जाएं और थोड़ा सा कॉन्वर्सेशन होता है तो निश्चित तौर पर स्वादिष्ट भोजन बनेगा। आइए आपको बुलाते हैं। ड्यू फैक्टर जरूर है, लेकिन अगर आप देखें 5 ओवर्स हो चुके हैं, 26 रन बन चुके हैं। 5 ओवर यानी कि लगभग 30 गेंदों का खेल हो चुका। औसत काफी धीमा है, 2 विकेट गिर चुके हैं। आपको क्या लगता है कि बचे हुए 3 ओवर्स में क्या ये 50 तक पहुंच सकता है?
Why not, Ajay Raja? But seeing that Anantesh is still there in the middle, and he's the kind of batsman who loves to play some big shot. But of course, he didn't got that much of opportunity to swing his bat. But certainly, he's one of the dangerous batsmen for the opposition.
जी हाँ, बिल्कुल। इस बार क्या जबरदस्त स्ट्रोक है। आखिरकार आपकी बात सही निकली। मिड विकेट के ऊपर से उछाल दिया इस बैट्समैन ने 6 रनों के लिए। थैंक यू डीजे, थैंक यू। डीजे तो बिल्कुल तैयार खड़े हैं धुन बजाने के लिए। जबरदस्त स्ट्रोक अनंतेश का, मानो उन्होंने सतीश की बात को सुन ली हो, हौसला बढ़ाया और गेंद के लाइन पर आ गए। बहुत खूबसूरती के साथ लपेट कर गेंद को बहुत दूर का रास्ता दिखा दिया मिड विकेट के ऊपर से 6 रनों के लिए। क्या बात है। उस छोर पर अमर अब अपने बिखरे आत्मविश्वास को एकत्रित कर रहे हैं। दूर एलईडी स्क्रीन लगाया गया है जिस पर स्कोर दिखाई पड़ रहा है। ओवर द विकेट अमर की गेंद अनंतेश को, दोबारा शॉट ऑफ लेंथ, कैच होगा और हाथ से गेंद छूटकर बाउंड्री लाइन के बाहर गई। 4 रनों के लिए फजलाना चौका। क्या बात है सतीश। 2 ऐसे जबरदस्त स्ट्रोक, जैसा आपने प्रेडिक्ट किया वैसा ही हो रहा है, जैसा आपने अनुमान लगाया वैसे जबरदस्त 2 स्ट्रोक लगे हैं। क्या कहते हैं आप?
Exactly, he's waiting for the bad balls, isn't it? He didn't got that much of opportunity because bowler is not allowed to settle for the big shot. Once he got an opportunity to swing his arm, he's such a dangerous batsman to watch and very entertainer when he's get going. Wait and see.
जी हाँ, बिल्कुल सही। और उन्होंने दिखा दिया अपने 2 स्ट्रोक से कि वो ऑन साइड पर अपने कदमों पर कितना जबरदस्त स्ट्रोक खेल सकते हैं। इस बार कदमों का इस्तेमाल किया, गेंद को ड्राइव करते हुए 1 रन चुरा कर अपने साथीदार को उन्होंने जिम्मेदारी सौंप दी। 37 रन 2 विकेटों के नुकसान पर। जैसा मैंने कुछ देर पहले कहा, जीपीएल फुजौलन्ना जीपीएल 2020 चल रहा है और दर्शक इस अगले दिन की सुबह कहना ठीक रहेगा, अभी टस से मस नहीं हुए हैं। हालांकि ठंड का महीना है, थोड़ा सा ड्यू है, लेकिन इस बीच इस गेंद पर आते हैं। ऑन साइड पर लपेट कर खेल दिया, पटकी हुई गेंद थी, उछल कर आई। उछाल को कवर किया, आसान नहीं होता है क्योंकि तुरंत आपको बैकफुट पर आना होता है। गेंद को जल्दी पहचान गए, पीछे हट गए, गेंद के ऊपर आकर गेंद को उन्होंने ऑन साइड की दिशा में खेल दिया। 1 रन के साथ दोबारा स्ट्राइक एंड पर अनंतेश आ चुके हैं। अमर और अनंतेश के बीच में क्या होगा? दूर छोर से ये गेंद अमर की और दोबारा गेंद को उछाल दिया। इस बार कैच का मौका नहीं छूट पाएगा, गेंद बाउंड्री लाइन पर लपक ली गई है। शानदार फुजौलना कैच। विकेट गिरा। सतीश आपको बुलाते हैं। आपको याद दिला दें, कुछ एक अंतर्राष्ट्रीय बैट्समैन ऐसे होते हैं, उदाहरण के तौर पर वीरेंद्र सहवाग, जो परिस्थितियों को नहीं देखते हैं, चाहे वो 50 पर हो 99 पर हो, वो सिर्फ जानते हैं कि आक्रमण करना। और यही हुआ। मैं समझता हूं कि स्टोक का चयन गलत था। इस वक्त अच्छे खासे रन्स बने थे, लेकिन अनंतेश मात्र एक बात जानते हैं कि उनको बस आक्रामक स्ट्रोक्स लगाना है।
Absolutely, that was a killing instinct of the batsman's nature, isn't it? Just like Virendra Sehwag and Anantesh. Of course, once he get going, when he started to open up, then of course he's thinking of hitting the ball in each and every ball. But what a fantastic catch actually. Looks to be very simple, but a very good judgment catch taken by Pranav because he almost on the edge of that boundary line. Little bit misjudgment, certainly that ball going to be a boundary, but that was a very good catch taken by the Pranav.
जी हाँ, बिल्कुल सही। इस बीच ये गेंद विकेट कीपर ने गेंद को गैदर कर लिया और अपील कर रहे हैं, लेकिन अंपायर ने सहमति नहीं दी। और बिल्कुल सही शब्दों में आपने बयां किया, किलिंग इंस्टिंक्ट जो आपने शब्द कहा, बहुत सही फिट बैठता है ऐसे बल्लेबाजों को जो मात्र आक्रमण करना जानते हैं। और जहां तक उस कैच का सवाल है, मैं बिल्कुल प्रशंसा करूंगा, प्रेजेंस ऑफ माइंड बहुत अच्छा था। बाउंड्री लाइन के पास बिल्कुल कुछ इंचों के बाहर था, अंदर था माफ कीजिएगा। और अगर गफलत हो जाती तो मैं समझता हूं कि बाउंड्री लाइन पर अगर पैर लग जाता, जूता लग जाता, तो बात बिगड़ सकती थी। लेकिन बहुत ध्यान के साथ कैच को लपक कर अपने पैर को देखा फील्डर ने, बहुत शानदार कैच रहा। और अनंतेश जैसे बैट्समैन को अगर आउट करना है तो निश्चित तौर पर बहुत जबरदस्त कैच ही लपकना होगा। 38 रन 3 विकेटों के नुकसान पर आप देख रहे हैं फुजौल जीपीएल 2020, जबकि 7वां ओवर शुरू होने जा रहा है। क्या बात है, दर्शक जो बहुत शानदार तरीके से बैठकर मैच का आनंद उठा रहे हैं। और थैंक यू, बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद। दर्शकों का आना जाना देखने को मिल रहा है, बहुत सारे दर्शक अभी भी आ रहे हैं सुबह के इस प्रहर में। और जैसा मैं कुछ देर पहले कह रहा था कि ड्यू मिस्ट धुंध जो इस वक्त दिखाई पड़ रही है, आकाश अंधेरों में डूबा जरूर है, लेकिन वो हल्का सा धुंध आपको देखने को मिल रहा है जो आमतौर पर जाड़े के महीने में, ठंड के महीने में देखने को मिलता है। स्ट्राइक एंड पर बैट्समैन तैयार हो रहे हैं। 7वां ओवर इस छोर पर सुजीत गेंद को लेकर आए, फुल टॉस गेंद उछाल दिया, एक और कैच होगा। मिड विकेट क्षेत्र में कैच तो जरूर लपक लिया गया, लेकिन अंपायर हरीश पटेल ने देखा कि कुछ नियम का उल्लंघन किया, उन्होंने कहा कि नो बॉल है। और नो बॉल पर एक ऐसा पुरस्कार जो आधुनिक नियम के अनुसार दिया जाता है वो है फ्री हिट। और फुल टॉस गेंद की गई थी। 40 रन स्कोर आपको बता दें, 40 रन 3 विकेटों के नुकसान पर। अक्षय स्ट्राइक एंड पर हैं, सुजीत गेंद को लेकर तैयार हो रहे हैं। फुल टॉस गेंद की गई थी और कुछ ज्यादा ऊपर रही थी, और इस वजह से हरीश पटेल जो अपने नियमों का कभी उल्लंघन नहीं करते हैं और इसीलिए वो जाने जाते हैं, उन्होंने नो बॉल करार दिया। अब फ्री हिट का ये जो मौका है उसको किस तरह से गेंदबाज अक्षय रोक पाएंगे, ये देखने वाली बात है। सुजीत माफ कीजिएगा, अक्षय स्ट्राइक एंड पर हैं। गेंदबाज सुजीत किस तरह से रोक पाएंगे। राउंड द विकेट थी गेंद, उछालने का प्रयास लेकिन पूरी तरह से समझ नहीं पाए। और मैं समझता हूं कि ऐसे मौके बार बार नहीं मिला करते हैं। अक्षय को मौका था कि वो चाहे आगे निकलते या किसी भी तरह से कनेक्ट करते, शायद एक ही रन बन जाता, रन तो बनते, लेकिन ऐसा नहीं हुआ। वो खड़े खड़े स्ट्रोक खेलने के प्रयास में मिस कर गए। सुजीत गेंद को लेकर दोबारा तैयार। नेशनल हाईवे एंड से उनकी गेंद 14 के नंबर के जर्सी में, राउंड विकेट, फुल टॉस थी, ड्राइव करने का प्रयास, विकेट कीपर को बैकअप कर रहे थे फील्डर, उन्होंने गेंद को उठा लिया, स्टंप्स के दिशा में निशाना तान दिया, लेकिन बाल बच गए बैट्समैन। इसी के साथ 1 रन पूरा हो चुका है। रन 41 पर 3 विकेटों के नुकसान पर बन चुका है। 7वां ओवर प्रगति पर है। इस ओवर के पश्चात 1 ओवर शेष बचा रहेगा। दर्शकों की धड़कनें गेंद और बल्ले से जुड़ी हुई हैं। वो बहुत ही दिलचस्प मुकाबले का जो कि दृश्य देख रहे हैं। इस छोर से गेंद को लेकर तैयार हुए सुजीत की गेंद, राउंड विकेट, उछाल दिया, ऑफ स्टंप के लाइन के बाहर थी, जबरदस्त कैच को लपक लिया फील्डर ने लॉन्ग ऑन क्षेत्र में। एक और बड़ा विकेट मिला, चौथा विकेट। और एक और बेहतरीन कैच के साथ ही विकेटों की संख्या बढ़ी। 4 विकेट्स गिर चुके हैं और 41 रन कुल योग 7वां ओवर प्रगति पर है। सुजीत जो गेंदबाजी इस वक्त कर रहे हैं, मैं समझ सकता हूं कि वो जिस तरह से क्षेत्र रक्षण रख चुके हैं, क्षेत्र रक्षकों का फैलाव है, उसके अनुरूप वो गेंदबाजी कर रहे हैं। ऑफ स्टंप के लाइन के बाहर किया था और बैट्समैन ने, मैं समझता हूं कि ऑफ स्टंप के लाइन के बाहर आकर उसको ऑन साइड की दिशा में उछालना इतना आसान नहीं था। उसके अलावा वो बहुत कुछ और ऑप्शंस या विकल्प उनके पास था कि वो कहीं पर भी ऑफ साइड पर गेंद को ग्लाइड कर सकते थे, लेकिन ऐसा नहीं हुआ। जब बात बनती है, एक बार आप कमिट हो जाते हो तो फिर कहना मुश्किल है। राउंड विकेट इस छोर से सुजीत की गेंद, और मानो स्पिनर गेंदबाज कर रहा हो उस अंदाज में गेंद को थोड़ा सा फ्लाइट दिया, और बैट्समैन इंतजार करते हुए गेंद को धीरे से पुश कर चुके हैं। एक रन लेने का अवसर बैट्समैन के पास, रन्स बढ़कर पहुंच चुका है 42 पर, 4 विकेटों के नुकसान पर। 42 for 4। क्या बात है, खेल बहुत ही दिलचस्पी की ओर बढ़ता हुआ। जय हिंद के कप्तान ने टॉस जीता, पहले गेंदबाजी करने का फैसला किया। कितना सही गलत आने वाला समय बताएगा। ये गेंद उछाल दिया, हवा में है, गेंदबाज खुद गेंद के नीचे आ गए, उनके हाथ से छूट गई गेंद, और बैट्समैन को एक और जीवनदान मिला है। उछाला गेंद को हवा में, काफी देर रही थी, और मैं समझता हूं कि साइड करना आसान है जब पूरी तरह से आकाश अंधेरों में डूबा हुआ हो, और जो गेंद है आपको बता दें लगभग पीली रंग की दिखाई पड़ती है। जो चमड़ा है उसके ऊपर कपास जो मढ़ा होता है वो लगभग पीले रंग का है। राउंड विकेट इस छोर से गेंद, ये गेंद ड्राइव कर दिया, ऑफ स्टंप के लाइन के आसपास थी, जिसको ड्राइव करते हुए आसानी के साथ 1 रन चुराने का अवसर बैट्समैन के पास। इस 1 रन के साथ ही ओवर समाप्त हो चुका है, और रन्स बढ़कर 44 पर। 44 for 4। आखिरी ओवर शेष बचा है। सतीश, आपको बुलाना जरूरी हो जाता है। जैसा मैंने आपको कहा कि अगर खाने में नमक न हो, पिछली श्रृंखला में मैंने बताया, तो स्वादिष्ट भोजन नहीं बनेगा, और ये एक तरह से नमक का काम करता है जो हम इस बीच बीच में इंटरैक्शन करते हैं। 7 ओवर समाप्त हो चुके हैं, 1 ओवर शेष बचा है, और जैसा मैंने शुरुआत में आपसे सवाल किया था कि बचे हुए ओवर्स में क्या 50 बनेंगे, लेकिन अब बस रास्ता साफ दिखाई पड़ रहा है। मात्र 6 रन की दरकार है। आपको लगता है कि 50 बनेंगे या उससे ऊपर बन सकते हैं?
Well, Ajay, certainly it's going to be a 50 plus because the last over they got 6 wickets in hand, left and right combination. Certainly the opportunity for Garudas to get at least 8 to 10 runs in this over takes them into 50 to 55 runs. Once it's going to be over 50 runs per over, 50 runs in that stipulated 8 overs, it's going to be a psychological advantage when they're going to depend that total, because under floodlight 50 always going to be a big total.
जी हाँ, बिल्कुल सही। मानसिक तौर पर ऑन साइड पर ड्राइव कर दिया, बहुत करारा स्ट्रोक है। देखा गेंद लेग स्टंप की दिशा में आ रही है, बाहर निकल रही है, पोजीशन बना ली, और जल्दी ही झपट कर गेंद को उन्होंने ऑन साइड पर पुल कर दिया। 1 रन से खाते को बढ़ाया है। 50 का आंकड़ा पार होता है तो मानसिक तौर पर, जैसा सतीश बता रहे हैं, साइकोलॉजिकली के मनोवैज्ञानिक तौर पर कहीं ना कहीं एक बढ़त हासिल हो जाती है, और ऑपोजिशन को थोड़ा सा दबाव आने लगता है कि 50 का आंकड़ा पार हुआ है, क्योंकि खेल है 48 गेंदों का, 8 ओवर का है। राकेश स्ट्राइक एंड पर हैं, जबकि गेंद को लेकर नंदेश तैयार हो रहे हैं। ये गेंद नंदेश की, और उछाल दिया, जबरदस्त स्ट्रोक, लेकिन जी नहीं, सीधे फील्डर की दिशा में गया। कैच हो, जी हाँ बिल्कुल, कैच लपक लिया गया। इसी के साथ एक और विकेट का पतन, 5वां झटका लगा। फुजोलाना विकेट। डीजे और मैं निवेदन करूंगा आयोजनकर्ताओं से कि कोई जाकर डीजे को थोड़ा सा जगा दें, क्योंकि वो उनकी आंख लगी हुई है और वो अपने गहरे नींद में, सपनों में कहीं डूबे हुए हैं। उनको थोड़ा सा जगा दें और धुनों से जितने सारे दर्शक हैं उनका मनोरंजन करें। आइए इस ओवर में आते हैं। अक्षय स्ट्राइक एंड पर, नंदेश की गेंद, और एक जबरदस्त विकेट, सीधे स्टंप्स पर जाकर गेंद गिरी, बोल्ड हो गए। क्या बात है, थैंक यू डीजे, और धन्यवाद आयोजनकर्ताओं को कि उन्होंने डीजे को अपने सपनों से कहीं ना कहीं व्यस्त सपनों से उठाकर उन्होंने धुन बजाने का जो निर्देश दिया है। सतीश आपको बुलाते हैं, जिस तरह से खेल चल रहा है और 50 का आंकड़ा पार होने के लिए मुश्किल लग रहा है क्योंकि विकेट्स गिरते जा रहे हैं। अभी 3 गेंदें फेंकी जा चुकी हैं, 45 पर अटका हुआ है। आपको लगता है कि क्या बन पाएंगे? आइए पहले इस गेंद पर आते हैं। दूर वाले छोर से गेंदबाज तैयार हुए, ओवर द विकेट उनकी गेंद, फुल टॉस बनाकर खेला जा सकता था लेकिन मिस कर गए। अंपायर की तरफ देखा कि शायद अंपायर कहीं अपनी तरफ से पुरस्कार न दे, लेकिन अंपायर ने सहमति नहीं दी और रन अभी भी 45 पर, जबकि 2 गेंदें शेष बची हैं। दूर वाले छोर से यह गेंद ओवर द विकेट, गेंदबाज तैयार, दोबारा उसी अंदाज में फ्लैट शॉट खेल दिया, फील्डर के दिशा में कैच कर लिया गया। एक और विकेट और डीजे की धुन।
काउंटर असा रक्तदानाचे शिबिर असा, बोटिंग असा, वर्कशॉप्स असा, गाळीपट असा, नंचक असा, प्रतिभेदाटूच्या वेदिका असा, खुशी पाऊच्या मस्त कारण हा गासा।
थैंक यू डीजे, बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद। नंदेश आखिरी ओवर मानो एक ऐसे गेंदबाज की तरह उभरे हैं। 4 विकेट्स अब तक मैं कहूंगा कि वो अर्जित कर चुके हैं, या फिर दूसरे शब्दों में कहेंगे। पहले इस गेंद पर आते हैं। नंदेश गेंद को लेकर तैयार हुए, इस ओवर की आखिरी गेंद ऑन साइड पर उछाल दिया, फील्डर गेंद पर आ रहे हैं, उन्होंने गेंद को उठा लिया जी नहीं, उनके हाथ से गेंद छूटकर बाउंड्री लाइन की तरफ दोबारा लुढ़क गई। दोहरे प्रयास में गेंद को उठा लिया फील्डर ने, लेकिन इस दौरान 2 रन चुरा चुके हैं बैट्समैन। 2 रन पूरा हुआ, इसी के साथ कुल योग बढ़कर 47 पर 8वां ओवर समाप्त हो चुका है। 7 विकेट्स गिर चुके हैं। सतीश आपको बुलाते हैं। जैसा कि कुछ देर पहले हम बात कर रहे थे, 50 का आंकड़ा साइकोलॉजिकली वगैरह वगैरह जो हम बोल रहे थे कि बात शायद मानसिक तौर पर हावी होने का, लेकिन ऐसा कुछ हुआ नहीं क्योंकि 8 ओवर की समाप्ति पर 47 मात्र रन बन चुके हैं और ये बात अलग है। उसके अलावा मैं पूछना ये भी चाहता था कि बहुत खूबसूरत मैदान है, ये तो आप देख ही रहे हैं, लेकिन हमेशा जो पिच बनाया जाता है वो दिन और रात के लिए एक ऐसा मजबूत पिच जो बिल्कुल इतना खेल खेलने के बाद भी वैसा का वैसा ही रहा है। तो बहुत मेहनत इस पिच पर भी गई है और इस मैदान को बहुत खूबसूरती के साथ, जैसे कि पुराने शब्दों में कहा जाता है, दुल्हन की तरह सजाया गया है।
Well, Ajay, it was all up to the curator of this pitch, and it all marks go to the curator. I think Sadashiv. I'm not wrong. The name is the one who behind the success of this cricket tournament, because making this pitch suitable for last 15 to 16 matches played in this pitch, but still its pitch looks to be pretty strong and very good quality as well. So that I think it's all about the teamwork, total teamwork, and at last the dreams comes true. Just like you are talking about DJ is in a sleepy mood, and you told that let any volunteer let him to wake up, and best way to make your dreams come true is to wake up.
बिल्कुल सही आपने कहा और बातों ही बातों में आपने ये बात कह दी कि कोडियाल स्पोर्ट्स एसोसिएशन ने जो लाजवाब क्रिकेट श्रृंखला की रचना की है वो बहुत ही तारीफ के काबिल है। देश विदेशों में यूट्यूब पर इसका प्रसारण देखने को मिल रहा है और वाहवाही लूटी जा रही है। उसके अलावा मैं कहूँगा कि हमारे लिए भी बहुत प्लस पॉइंट है क्योंकि हमें प्रशंसा मिलती है। व्हाट्सएप पर जितने सारे चाहने वाले हैं वो हमें व्हाट्सएप करते हैं और इस श्रृंखला के बारे में बहुत अलग अलग बातें हो रही हैं, बहुत अच्छा सुनने को मिल रहा है और मैं उम्मीद करता हूं कि ऐसी ये क्रिकेट श्रृंखला बनती रहे और जीपीएल आगे चलता रहे।
It's not true.
Sahyadri College ground. So 16th match of the tournament is going on here between Golden Garudas of Kochi versus Jai Hind Cricketers of Bantwal. 48 is the victory target for Jai Hind Bantwal to win this match in 8 overs. So everything seems to be ready here. We have the green signature by the umpire. Here is the first hitter of the first over. That ball beats not only the batsman but also the wicket keeper. So bye has been signaled by umpire Atmaram. The two umpires officiating for this match are Atmaram and Harish Padil. Atmaram is the main umpire there and Harish Padil is standing at the square leg region as the square leg umpire. So this is a very crucial match for both these two teams. Must-win situation. Both the teams can't afford to lose this game. We'll have to wait and see which team is going to win this match to qualify for the next round. Venugopal is the opener bowler for Kochi. He's operating his over from the Netravati River Range. And the two batsmen in the middle are Avinash and Bala. Left-hander Bala is taking guard from the umpire and he's ready to face Venugopal. Right arm over get past the umpire. That ball wraps onto the pad, pitching down the leg side. Right in the block hole. Batsman misses it completely. Was not able to connect the ball. He was not able to make any contact. So there is no connection with the bat and ball. Ball wraps onto his legs. No runs taken. Dotted delivery there by the bowler. Once again we come back to the bowler Venugopal from the far edge. Punch the ball onto the onside. Ball was in the air for a while, but he finds the gap there. No man area. Gently pushing the ball onto the mid-on region. The left-hander takes a single here. With that single, he is straight away of the mark. He opened his account. Score is 2 without any loss. We are in the first over of the innings. As the next delivery from Venugopal. On his way to the right-hander. Gently pushing the ball onto the onside. Near this plate, that shot near the square leg umpire. There is a fielder, so they will get only a single here. So singles are coming more easily for Jai Hind Cricketers of Bantwal. For the first time, they are playing for participating in this particular tournament. Golden Garudas Kochi has already represented last year. Straight down the ground he played. But there is a fielder at long off, so they will get only a single here. 49 is the victory target for their team to win this match in 8 overs. First power play is going on here. Only 2 fielders are allowed to stand outside the 30-yard circle in the power play game. Here is the next delivery from Venugopal. Again, fine delivery and batsman played it elegantly to the long on, punched the ball onto the onside. So single in the last ball of the over to keep retain the strike. That is the end of the first over. So after the completion of first overs, Jai Hind Cricketers of Bantwal are 5 without any loss. Both these two batsmen are trying to build a good foundation for the rest of the team. They need to build a good platform. They should not lose any wickets early in the innings. They must keep their wicket intact. What they should do is just work the balls into the gap, pick up single to keep the scoreboard moving, keep rotate the strike, and that's what they are doing now. Golden Garudas Kochi, they have to put some pressure on the opponents by taking some quick wickets. So they are in need of wickets now. So I think Ganesh Kamath will bowl the second over of the innings. With a short run-up, he is now ready to bowl the second over. He will be operating his over from the National Highway end, which is also called Sahyadri College end. So cool atmosphere here today at Sahyadri College ground. Crowd is more than expected. So here is the first delivery of the second over. With a short run-up, room outside the off-stump, and that ball was going outside the off-stump. Very fine delivery which beats the batsman. Ball went straight to the wicket-keeper hand. No runs taken. Dotted delivery there by the bowler, Ganesh. Some change in the field placement is going on here. Again for the second time. Ball pitching down the leg side, gently pushing the ball, just giving the touch and going for a cheeky single. Played it elegantly near the square leg umpire. And with that single, Avinash individual score moves on to 3. And that single brings Bala to take the strike. Left-hander Bala is taking guard from umpire Harish Padil. And he will be facing Ganesh now. Kodia Sports Association of Mangalore are organizing this wonderful cricket tournament here. This is the 4th season of this GPL trophy. Here is the next delivery. There could be a chance of run out, but these two batsmen were very quick, good understanding there, good running between the wicket, aggressive running between the wicket. They were very quick, and this is the kind of running between the wicket we need in the limited overs matches to put the pressures on the fielders as well as on the bowlers. We come back to Ganesh. Boss this one to the right-hander. Straight down the ground he played. Again, there could be a chance of run out. If it's a direct hit, the batsman would have been in trouble. Very lucky indeed. He's well home. No damage done. Batsman survives here. If it is a direct hit, certainly the batsman would have gone. So without losing any wickets, Jai Hind Bantwal have scored 8 runs so far. And it's clean ball. That is the beauty of the bowling. Fantastic, perfect delivery. So 16th match of the tournament is going on here between I beg your pardon, Golden Garudas versus Jai Hind Bantwal. Jai Hind Bantwal, after winning the toss, they decided to field first. And in reply to that, Golden Garudas Kochi have scored 48 runs and they have given a target of 49 runs to Jai Hind Bantwal. And at the moment, Jai Hind Bantwal is struggling at the score of 9 runs. They have lost the vital wicket. The left-hander is already back in the pavilion. Bala was able to score only 3 runs in his individual account. And Avinash and Mahesh are the 2 batsmen in the middle. Avinash, the opener, is playing sensibly, concentrating on singles. He is batting on 4. And newcomer Mahesh is off the mark with that single in the last ball of the over. So end of the over number 2. So after 2 overs, it is 9 for the loss of 1 wicket. So huge discussion is going on there between the players of Golden Garudas Kochi. They are discussing something with the umpire. We request the players of both the teams to continue the match as early as possible because we have got a short of time. Already we are delayed. We don't want any more delay to happen. So request all the players and teammates to please cooperate with us regarding this. So 16 different teams are participating in this particular tournament. The final match of the tournament will be played tomorrow at around 9 o'clock in the evening. After the final match, we have got grand presentation ceremony here. We'll have to wait and see which team will become the champions of this Puzzalana GPL Trophy 2020. Bowler Hari Prasanna is the new bowler who is going to bowl the 3rd over of the innings now. Operating is over from the Netravati River Range. Mahesh, the newcomer, is on strike, batting on 1. And at the non-striker's end, we have got Bala, who is batting on 4 runs. I beg your pardon, Avinash is at the non-strikers there. That's a very fine delivery, but ball was going far away from the off stump, and wide ball has been called by the umpire. That's a bad start for this over. He started with a wide delivery. The bowlers must concentrate on their line. They should bowl with perfect discipline line. Wicket-to-wicket bowling is very much required because each runs are very, very important. Not only the runs are added, but also they should bowl one more extra delivery here. 48 is the victory target. I beg your pardon, 49 is the victory target for... 48 is the chasing target. 10 runs on the scoreboard. Hari Prasad balls this one to Mahesh. Mahesh goes for a big one. It could be out as the fielder is underneath it. And that's an amazing catch. Unbelievable. That was a short-arm led delivery, and the batsman was going for a big hit, but not a fully controlled stroke. Not from the middle of the bat. He has lost his complete rhythm there. He played that shot with the loose hands. As a result, the ball was quite high in there for a while, and the man standing at mid-wicket fence, making no mistake, caught it beautifully, and I can say that is one of the catch of the match. It was a single-handed catch taken by the fielder in the deep. Really a good presence of mind. You can't do anything whenever you have got fielders with such a good presence of mind. So, Jai Hind Bantwal are in trouble now. Ashok will take the strike now. Avinash is still there. He has to take the full responsibility of this game on his shoulder now. Let us see what he's going to do. Again, some change in the field placement is going on here for this left-hander. Ashok, newcomer, is taking guard from umpire Atmaram, and he's ready to face Hari Prasad. Very successful bowler. Hari Prasad bowled comprehensively so far in this over. Ball's almost a Yorker-led delivery, pitching right in the block hole, and the batsman played it defensively forward, giving full respect to that delivery, not for runs. He played almost a test cricket forward defensive stroke. So no runs taken, no addition to the total. Score stands on 11. Hari Prasad continuing. Again, ball pitching right up into the block hole. The non-striker wanted a single here, but very good piece of fielding by the fielder at silly mid-off region. Collected the ball and threw it very quickly to the bowler's hand. The batsman was short of his ground, but fortunately, he's well home, so no damage done, no addition to the total. Bowler is bowling with very good line and length that he's not giving any room for the batsman to play, and batsman left-hander has to improvise his batting now. Again, similar delivery and similar result there. Consecutive dotted deliveries here. Very good over from Hari Prasad. Conceded only 2 runs in this over. End of the over number 3. So after the completion of 3 overs, it is 11 for the loss of 2 wickets. So 5 more overs to go now. That means 30 balls remaining and 37 more runs required to win this match. Played it elegantly through the covers. Handsome looking cover drive. Tremendous shot over the extra cover. But there is a fielder in the deep. The deep extra cover collects the ball, fielder collects the ball, so they will have to satisfy with only a single here. So single to left-hander Ashok. He is straight away off the mark, and Avinash will take the strike now. Avinash. I beg your pardon. Ashok is the man there on strike, taking guard from the umpire. And bowler is Ganesh. Oh, that's a beauty of the ball. Fantastic, perfect delivery. What a great comeback by the players of Golden Garudas. Their bowlers are doing excellent job here. So unfortunately, they have lost another wicket here. 3 downs so far. Score on the board is only 12 runs. We are in the 4th over of the innings. 48 was the victory target given to their team. That was not an easy task to get in 8 overs because it's a very good batting track. In the previous game also, the team had scored 48 runs, and in reply to that, chasing team had beaten. And this time, steers it down to third man region. There is a fielder. Very good piece of fielding there by the fielder at gully region. But before the fielder can pick it up and throws back to the wicketkeeper, there is ample time for both these two batsmen to go for an easy single. This is the second day of this tournament. The final match will be played on Sunday evening at around 9 o'clock. The winners of this tournament will fetch a cash prize with the attractive trophy, and at the same time the runners-up team will also get cash prize along with the runner-up trophy. And not only this, along with this there will be some individual prizes like best batsman, best bowler, man of the series and man of the match. The man of the match player will be awarded with the attractive two-wheeler Suzuki Gixxer bike, which is being sponsored by Pi Sales of Mangalore. So we can see some colorful banners all around the ground. We are thankful to those who are supporters and giving these kinds of banners. We are also thankful to our donors who made this tournament. It go for a big one. Ball is in the air. One bounce to the fielder at mid-wicket. So only single resulted here. End of the over number 4. So after 4 overs, Jai Hind cricketers Bantwal are 16 for the loss of 3 wickets. That means 32 more runs required in the remaining 4 overs. 24 balls remaining, 32 runs required, 7 wickets in hand. Meanwhile, changing the commentary position here. For further commentary, I would like to call Satish in English.
Thank you very much, Suresh Bhatt. The struggle is continuous here for the batsmen of Jai Hind cricketers Bantwal, as they are really struggling to get the runs on the board. At the same time, they lost 3 wickets already for the 16 runs. The 48 is the target, but that 48 looks to be a little bit a big total in front of Jai Hind cricketers Bantwal. Anantesh brought into attack. Right arm over the wicket, batsman tried to pull that one. Appeal for caught behind. One more wicket is back into pavilion. Jai Hind cricketers Bantwal lost the wicket number 4 at a score of 16. And Anantesh producing that important breakthrough. Uzlona, wicket number 4, as back into pavilion. Just in inexperienced batting department of Jai Hind cricketers Bantwal, just like we got a news that some players are injured, and their icon player Dinesh Kamath is not playing in this playing 11 as well. So 2 players are injured. So all fact are really affecting the batting department of Jain Cricketers Bantwal, they're really struggling to get the runs on the board. 16 for the loss of 4 wicket. Again, beautifully bowled by Ananteshu, using his height and experience in the occasion. Appeal for stump out. An umpire at square like Harish Padil, rightly so, says not out. So problem continues here. Lot of support here for Garudas, Golden Garudas. We are hearing some sounds, the band sounds, some noises, big whoos and ahs goes around the cricket ground. One of the most beautiful cricket ground, and we can see that it was again the very good atmosphere. It was a festival atmosphere out here in this most beautiful cricket ground. As Anantesh bowls, the Yorker and delivery batsman negotiated very well, but not able to reach his home. Looks like that he managed to drag his bat. Probably, I think the wicketkeeper is not having a ball in his hand, and that's why umpire might be the bails are not off. Ball hits the stumps, but bails are not off. That's why the batsman survived in the relegation. Jain cricketers need to play some sensible batting if they wanted to win this match. Match is not fully out of their hands. They can try for the runs, but again, look at that one. Nowhere near the pitch of the delivery. Not really moving their front foot into the line of the delivery. Playing very well standing, tried to stand and deliver. Missed the line completely. Then going to be a one more dotted delivery. Anantesh so far bowling a good line and length. Perfect line and length after played some valuable innings for his team. Now he's contributed from the ball as well. Nice looking drive. That kind of cricketing strokes required. Need to occupy the crease. Need to deal with the single. Need to rotate the strikes. Again, over number 5 complete. 5 little bit correction. 5 in progress. And Jain cricketers Bantwal chasing 17 to win this, 48 to win this match. 17 for the loss of 4 wicket. Another 31 more runs required to win the match. The 19 balls remaining in their innings. Anantesh bowls, the batsman chipped that one, not quite able to time that one properly. Just half a drive and half a push from the batsman. He picked up a single. Anantesh completes a very good over, economical and wicket taking over. Chasing 48 to win this match. Jain cricketers Bantwal trying for the searching for the right track, but they're still struggling in the middle because another 32 more runs required to win this match in remaining 3 overs. 30 more runs required from 3 overs. That means they're asking run rate exactly 10 runs per over. So Jain cricketers Bantwal, of course, one of the most popular name, not in overarm cricket, but certainly they got a big name in underarm cricket. In the late 90s, Jain cricketers Bantwal, they got some legend players in the side. Of course, Ganesh Chennai was one of the most popular player, Prashant Bandarkar, and then late Lakshman Kamath, who got a history in underarm cricket, especially in the RRP Memorial Trophy, which is played at UCG Cricket Ground in the late 90s and 90s, who bowled 6 over as a 6 maiden. This still is remaining the history and a record in that RRP Memorial Trophy. So here is Jain cricketers Bantwal. Maybe they are having some shortage of good batsmen in their side. Some youngsters in their side, not having that much of experience playing such a big tournament. That's why really struggling against Garudas. Again, off the backward batsman cuts that one quite beautifully down to deep backward point region. One more addition to total scoreboard moves on to 19 now. 19 for the loss of 4 wicket in the over number 6 in progress. With that single, scoreboard moves on to 19. So still 29 more runs required to win this match. Batsman again picked up a single here. Strikes are rotated. That was really required in the beginning. Whenever chasing a total of 48 to win this match, that kind of rotation required in the beginning. Just a single run from each ball required in the beginning. Now it's going to be a total little bit difficult for the Jain cricketers. Batsman trying for the improvisation. Luckily got a bat onto that. If the ball is missed the bat, certainly opportunity of leg before wicket, almost shuffling across the line of the delivery. The batsman tried to hit some improvising stroke down to fine leg. Of course, there is a fine leg inside the ring. That's why batsman trying for that shot. And again, a bowler back to his bowling mark. Hari Prasad bowling right arm over the wicket. Bowls this time. Looking for the big shot again. No, again, he got a little bit inside of the bat and then ball hitting his leg. And there's no possibility of any run. Batsman tried to break the shuckle in the relegation. No, exactly. The situation is not, of course, much required. Some big shot rather than the singles. So that the batsman looking for the big shot. but really not able to do that so. Deep mid wicket, deep long on, and deep now fine leg is going back to deep backward square leg for this batsman. And again, a bowler bowls Hari Prasad. Right arm over the wicket, tried to cut that one again. The ball is just beating the bat. Wicket keeper behind the stump did the rest. Each and every dot ball. Suddenly, the target is really looking stiffer and tougher here for Jain cricketers Bantwal. 20 for the loss of 4 wicket. 28 more runs required to win this match. This time, ball is in the air. The cover fielder is underneath it. He takes a very good catch. Pranav is a batsman, tried to hit a big shot on the extra cover region, tried to hit inside out cricketing strokes, but not quite able to keep it down. Wicket number 5 is back into pavilion.
This is GPL, not IPL. This is GPL, not IPL.
Thank you, DJ, for this most beautiful song as music. 20 for the loss of 5 wickets. Now, equation straight away. 12 balls remaining and 28 more runs required to win this match. The asking run rate is almost climbing up to 14 runs per over. This is really going to be a big ask. Under floodlight, it's 14 runs per over is going to be a big ask for any team. But not impossible in cricket. In cricket, anything is possible. Everybody knows that cricket is unpredictable game, the game of glorious uncertainty. And if you want that kind of uncertainty, one of these two batsmen need to look for some big shot. Boundaries and sixes badly required. 14 runs per over required run rate means in each and every over required one boundary on at least one boundary and sixes. And wait and see how well these two batsmen manage to get that boundaries and sixes. Do or die situation now here for the batsmen of Giant Cricketers Bantwal. From the far end, riverside end, it's going to be a opening bowler Venugopal, who bowled very well first over. Now he's bowling his second and last over of his quota from the riverside end. Right arm over the wicket, bowls the batsman, cuts that one down to gully region, in fact, and the batsman picked up a single for that, and that single will not going to help Jain cricketers Bantwal, but they needed in the middle some big shot. 21. 27 more runs required to win this match, and just they got 11 deliveries to spare. 11 balls, 27 is a big ask. Jain cricketers Bantwal. Now again. Bowler bowls, batsman again tried to cut that one, tried to reach that delivery outside the line of off stump, but ball is going further away, and so that wide call by umpire Atmaram. And with that addition of that extra run, scoreboard moves on to 22 for the loss of 5 wicket in the over number 7 in progress. Both the batsmen are really need to look for some big shot. Otherwise, the target is definitely going to be very difficult for Giant cricketers Bantwal. One more single is taken. The captain of Garudas really not bothered about the single, know exactly what to do. The bowler, if he concedes the singles, no problem. If he concedes some big shots, then suddenly it's a problem for the fielding team. But so far, so good from the bowler in this over. Again, look at that one. Absolutely. Batsman almost tried to drag that one outside the line of off stump to hit the shot down to mid-on or long-on region, but the bowler is too clever, seeing the batsman's intention is that he's going for the big shot on the onside region. He's just changing the line, bowling outside the line of off stump. This time batsman went for the reverse sweep, just going over that infield, but not having that much of enough power behind the reverse stroke, so that the fielder is running back and fields the ball, and batsman got ample time to complete that couple of runs. With that couple of runs, short call by umpire, one shot at strike at non-striker's end. Atmaram, still it was under the floodlight in the midnight. Look at that dedication of the umpires. It's highly appreciable. Still they are doing their job in a right way. This time beautifully driven down to deep mid-wicket region for a easy single. And with that single, scoreboard moves on to a quarter century, 25 for the loss of 5 wicket. And now last 7 balls remaining in this match. 25 is the total score. 23 more runs required to win this match. Bowler bowls, the batsman hits that one straight to the hands of deep long on. One more wicket is back into pavilion of Jai Hind Cricketers Bantwal. 25 for the loss of 6 wicket. Fazlana wicket number 6 is back into pavilion.
GPL, Islamic Korea. This is GPL, not IPL.
बोलचाक समाज बांध उठ जल्ला मारे बैकफुट लातरी फ्रंट फुट तू मारे जीबीएल लाइल पड़ा बैक ऊपर नु मारे बैकफुट लातरी फ्रंट फुट तू मारे.
Thank you, DJ. So one more wicket is back into pavilion. Quite understandable because there is no option at all for the batsman. They need to look for some big shot, and by doing that, the wickets are tumbling off Jain cricketers Bantwal. Now they are in a difficult position here because the 23 required from the last over, and expecting 23 from the last over, I think it's too much. After losing their front order batsmen, the tailenders have to do something special from their bat. They need to need to clear the fence, need to clear the boundary line at least two or three times in this over. So the opportunity for them to back into this game. This time batsman looking for the improvisation opportunity of run out in the non-strikers, and going to be a one more wicket here in the form of run out. Fazlana wicket number 7 of Jain cricketers Bantwal are back into pavilion.
GPL at बोलचा प्रीमियर बुरचेन ಒಟ್ಟು ಮೇಳು ಕೊಡಿಯಾಲ खेळुवैल GPL at बोलचाक समाज बांध उठ जल्ला मारे बैकफुट लातरी फ्रंट फुट तू मारे GPL लाइल पड़ा बैक ऊपर नु मारे.
Thank you very much. So one more wicket is back into pavilion. Everything is going against Jain cricketers Bantwal, but everything is going in favor of a fielding team. 5 balls remaining, and they need to get another 23 more runs to win this match. Next match, Australia United takes on Hyderabad Hurricanes. I request both the teams please get ready for the next match. This time batsman looking for the big shot. One more wicket is back into pavilion. Wickets are tumbling like a house of cards of Jain cricketers Bantwal. One more wicket is back into pavilion.
बुरचेन ಒಟ್ಟು ಮೇಳು ಕೊಡಿಯಾಲ खेळुवैल GPL at बोलचाक समाज बांध उठ जल्ला.
So one more wicket is back into pavilion. Wicket number 8 is back into pavilion. 25 for the loss of 8 wickets. Just looks like it's just formalities left in this game, because 4 balls and 23 means needed each and every ball the maximum. Each and every over requires some maximum. 6 required in remaining 4 deliveries. Every ball required some big shot for Jain cricketers. Outside the line of the off stamp, going to be a dotted delivery. Now I think all over. The door is completely closed here for Jain cricketers Bantwal now, because 3 balls remaining. They have to get another 23 runs to win this match. Just enough formalities left in this game. Left arm around the wicket. Batsman cuts that one down to deep coverage, and not more than a single. And with a single, scoreboard moves on to 26. And 2 balls remaining. 22 runs required for the victory. And it's definitely going to be a very big victory here for Golden Garudas. Not only the big victory in the sense they will going to improve their net run rate, because the margin of victory will go into effect. Going to be one more wicket here. The wicket number 9 of Jain cricketers Bantwal are back into pavilion. But last ball remaining of their innings. This is definitely going to be a day number 2. Is going to be one more successful day of this GPL Utsav, GSP Premier League 2020. It's a fantastic organization there from Kodial Sports Association Mangalore, under the great leadership of our energetic and dynamic MLA D. Vedavas Kamath. Of course, all the hard work, the dreams almost comes true. After that, day number 1 is going to be a more successful one, and now we're inching towards the day number 2, almost completed. And tomorrow will going to be a final day of cricket. decider day of cricket. Here is a victory comes up here for Garudas. That is comprehensive victory over Jain Cricketers Bantwal. They are defeating their opposition for just a 21 runs margin, the huge margin. And because of that margin, I think Garudas, they got a full points and then they got some very good net run rate as well. So time to change in commentary box. It's over to Suresh Bhatt, and before that I would like to remind one more thing here is that the changes in the number of overs here onwards. The match between Australia United versus Hyderabad Hurricanes will be of 6 overs. The 6 overs match now onwards, so that the rules and regulation of this 6 overs format going to be 2 overs going to be a power play out of 6 overs. No change in the power play overs. 2 overs going to be a power play. 5 bowlers need to be bowled, and I think the one bowler will get the chance of bowling 2 overs. And it's going to be a next match. Australia United takes on Hyderabad Hurricanes. After that, Royal Warriors